I gained a lot knowing, going through the checklist, going through the reads and all that. But look, all that stuff changes whenever you're in a real game. Like, honestly, like, it feels way different. Like, I don't know. Hungry Dog's cool, but it's not like the real thing. You know what I mean? So, like, that keeps you, mentally, so you don't go out there and be a disaster. But I don't think I think it's cool. I don't know if it genuinely prepared you to go out there in the actual game, and be able to dominate.
Shedeur finally broke the silence and explained how Kevin Stefanski might have actually slowed down his progress. And the way he laid it out makes you side-eye everything that was happening behind closed doors.
Yeah, I'm truly excited for that. Knowing that, I have a piece of offense and a say-so and how things fit my eye and place the players exactly where they need to be, seeing how they come in and out of routes, seeing the structure of the alignment, seeing they set, just having a feeling. Like, I'm more of a feel type of person, so that's how I learn, that's how I do everything. I'm gonna just watch it, it's just gonna happen. No, like, I gotta be out there, feel it, I gotta move around, it's like so many details that it takes for me, to feel my best and play my best. And I'm doing everything in my power, and the team's doing everything, to help me get prepared.
How's a young quarterback supposed to level up when the whole system around him ain't even built for his strengths? How can someone evolve when the coaching and the talent clearly ain't matching up? And the wildest part is nobody was talking about this until now. The way Shedeur described it makes it sound less like a rough stretch and more like a whole obstacle he had to fight through on his own. So now the real question hits even harder. Was this just a simple mix-up, or did the one person who was supposed to guide him actually slow down his rise? Shedeur is showing a sharp understanding of what it really takes to win out there. He talks about having a voice in the offense, putting players where they fit best, and breaking down how every route connects to the bigger picture. That shows he's not some passive guy just waiting on plays to fall in his lap. He's learning with feel, movement, and real attention to the little things.
I would say definitely, I would say mentally, emotionally. Like, I know this is a trending topic that my house got broken into, but like, I'm in a mental space now to where, it's not too much that could faze me. Honestly, what's going on? And none of my jewelry got took anyway. So, by the way, none of my jewelry got took. So now, it's just caught slipping. It happened.
That type of awareness is rare, and it's exactly what a quarterback needs if he wants to grow and lead a squad for real. It's clear he wants to be hands-on with everything, doing whatever he can to improve and help the team stack wins. But here's where things get messy. Why was Stefanski holding him back in the first place?
I would say, for sure, I'm my own biggest critic, so in certain situations in the game, even in that fourth down of that last game, I wish I would have just extended the play, So mind you, I don't listen to critics. I don't listen to anybody has to say that's not within the organization, not within the team, not within the family or anything, because it's like everybody have their own perspectives, but they're not out there doing it, so, or they done it in their past life and their time has passed. So I'm just thankful that I'm living in the present. Now I have the opportunity to go out there and...
How does a coach see a player this locked in and still not build the system around him? Stefanski's job is to help Shedeur shine, not stand in his way. When a player is this focused, this aware, and this ready to learn, the coach should be building a setup that fits his style, not shutting down his potential. Instead, Stefanski acted like he didn't see what Shedeur needed at all. He didn't create the right environment for him to build confidence or get the kind of reps that help a quarterback grow. That's on Stefanski, plain and simple. A coach who doesn't develop his young quarterback is letting the whole team down, and if Stefanski really slowed Shedeur's progress, then at some point, he's got to face the consequences. Honestly, people are going to start asking if he deserves to keep that job. Meanwhile, everything Shedeur says shows he's the real deal, a quarterback who studies, learns through feel, and leads with real heart. But Stefanski ends up looking like a coach stuck in an old playbook, refusing to adjust to the player right in front of him. If Stefanski still can't see that Shedeur needs a system built around his skills, and if he refuses to give him the freedom and support to actually grow, then the team is straight up better off without him. Shedeur deserves way better than a coach who can't recognize what's right in front of him, and leadership needs to wake up before more talent gets wasted under somebody who clearly ain't up for the job. What really stands out right now is how strong Shedeur is mentally. Even after dealing with his house being broken into, something that would shake a lot of people, he made it clear that his spirit is untouched. He's in a zone where very little can throw him off, and that says everything about his resilience, his discipline, and his mindset.
How much have they kind of rallied around you from training camp to now? Confidence.
A lot. I would say the teammates are definitely a big portion of everything, but at the same time, they have their own jobs they have to do also. So I have to take that upon myself to know that I have the responsibility, to bring this team a win on our side of the ball. So I gotta do what's necessary to do that.
When you look at some of those blitz stats, great shows in the second half.
It's great to see him so poised and mature.
Life will swing on you out of nowhere, and having something as personal as your home invaded could have easily turned into a major distraction. But Shedeur isn't letting anything control his headspace. Instead, he's showing maturity and focus that a lot of players never reach, proving he's built to handle pressure on and off the field. What makes this even more real is that Shedeur stays honest about the situation. He calls the break-in slipping, straight up acknowledging that sometimes bad things just happen, but those moments don't define him or his path. This kind of grounded attitude shows how steady he is no matter what comes at him. He's not out here playing the victim or searching for excuses. He's owning it, moving forward, and staying ready for whatever comes next. That type of mental toughness is exactly what you want from a real leader, especially a quarterback who has to stay calm when the game is hanging by a thread. And here's the crazy contrast. While he's dealing with real-life problems and still pushing himself every single day, he's also fighting against a system that hasn't truly embraced what he brings to the table. His mindset shows he isn't just surviving, he's ready to rise even higher. His resilience off the field should be a wake-up call for the entire leadership team. They need to give Shedeur the trust, tools, and freedom he's earned. He's clearly prepared to handle pressure. So the real question is, are they ready to help him take that next step? Because his strength is undeniable, and with the right support, he can go even further. Shedeur is showing a level of self-awareness that a lot of players never reach, and it's wild to see it this clear. He admits he's his own biggest critic, always pushing himself, always looking at plays where he could have made a better move, like that 4th down in the last game where he said he wished he had extended the play. That kind of honesty is rare, and it proves he takes full responsibility for his growth. What makes it even more impressive is how he blocks out all the outside noise from people who don't understand what it feels like to be in his position. He's straight up saying he only listens to the voices that matter, the people inside the organization, his squad, and his family, the ones who actually know the grind and the pressure he's under. That's the mindset every player should have if they want to stay locked in. Why waste energy on critics who aren't on the field with you or in the locker room? His focus on the present moment and his appreciation for the chance to keep playing show how grounded, mature, and steady he really is. He's not letting outsiders shake his confidence, and that's exactly how a real leader moves. But here's where things get confusing. If Shedeur is this focused, this hardworking, and this real about his own game, then why hasn't he gotten the full support he deserves from his coaches? How can a player this committed to improving be slowed down by a system that doesn't fully trust him or give him the freedom to grow the way he should? Shedeur isn't just talking, he's proving it every time he steps on the field, showing leadership and mental strength that any team would be lucky to build around. So why hasn't that turned into real development and trust from the coaching staff? It's starting to look like the problem ain't him, it's the system around him. Team leadership needs to stop listening to outside chatter too, and finally stand behind a player who's clearly ready to lead. His mindset and dedication deserve a system that matches his hunger, not one that slows him down or boxes him in. Wouldn't you want a quarterback like that on your team? Someone whose work with his teammates has built real confidence in these moments? How much have they kind of rallied around you from training camp on down to make you feel confident to go? Shedeur's answer in this moment shows exactly what kind of leader he really is. A leader who appreciates his teammates' support but never lets that support turn into a crutch. He admits straight up that his teammates helped build his confidence and that unity is powerful in a sport where pressure hits from every angle. Knowing the people around you believe in you can change everything in a high-pressure game like football. But at the same time, Shedeur isn't hiding behind anyone. He carries the responsibility on his back and understands that when the game's on the line, it's his job to guide the squad to victory no matter what. That kind of mindset takes courage and real maturity because it shows he's not expecting someone else to carry him. He's stepping up, owning the role, and taking the heat like a real leader. It's powerful to see someone this young embrace that weight, knowing exactly how heavy it gets, and still stay calm and composed. What makes it even more moving is how Shedeur recognizes he's the heartbeat of the offense. He's not just another guy on the field. He's the one who has to control the tempo, make the calls, and carry his team's hopes every time he steps to the line. The fact that he takes that responsibility seriously shows how much he cares, not just about his own progress, but about everyone around him shining too. That kind of leadership doesn't come just from talent. It comes from heart, commitment, and a real love for the game and his team. Watching Shedeur in moments like this makes you realize how rare it is to see someone with this level of emotional strength and poise. This isn't just football. This is character, resilience, and quiet determination pushing him through every challenge. And then Shedeur keeps it real again. He's honest about what preparation actually means, and that honesty is loud. He's saying flat out that running through checklists, reading plays, and going through drills is cool, but it's not enough to prepare a quarterback for the real chaos of a live game. He calls practice cool, but also says it straight. It's not the real thing, not the real pressure. That kind of self-awareness shows he isn't just going through motions. He knows what it takes to dominate when the lights come on. Isn't that exactly the mindset you want from a young quarterback? Someone who understands that preparation ain't just plays on paper, it's mental toughness, real-time adjustments, and experience you only get in actual competition. But here's where things get messy. If Shedeur understands all this so clearly, why hasn't he been given the real opportunities he needs to gain that game experience? Why is he stuck in a setup where practice feels like a hungry dog version of the real thing? Something close, but still not enough. Shouldn't a coach like Stefanski be the one making sure his quarterback is ready to take over by giving him meaningful reps, trust, and actual freedom on the field? Because at this point, the only thing holding Shedeur back isn't his mindset. It's the system around him. Instead, it really sounds like Shedeur is getting held back, expected to show out under real pressure without getting the kind of real preparation every quarterback needs. How is a quarterback supposed to grow when the coach treats practice like a checklist instead of a chance to build confidence, rhythm, and skill? And what does that say about Stefanski's leadership if he truly believes Shedeur has big-time potential? Why hasn't he built a system that actually connects practice to game day reality? Why isn't Stefanski putting his quarterback in situations where he can learn, make mistakes, adjust fast, and come back stronger in real time? Could it be that Stefanski's coaching style is too stiff, too old school, and not built for a dynamic player like Shedeur? These questions matter because this isn't just any player. This is a young quarterback with a whole career ahead of him, and the decisions made right now shape everything. Shedeur clearly understands what it takes mentally and physically, so the real question becomes, does the coaching staff understand it too? And if they don't, then who's really responsible for slowing him down? Shedeur's honesty shines a spotlight on the gap between real preparation and the watered-down version he's been given. If he's ready to dominate, then it's time for the coaching staff to step up and match his hunger, his focus, and his vision for the game. If you're rocking with Shedeur's potential and want more real breakdowns like this, make sure you like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button.